So the next part of the party. No, party. Hey, give me the right word. Parte. Fiesta. Even I know that word. That's why no cheat me. So, I'm going to tell a story about Krishna. Whose birthday is tomorrow?
Krishna.
You sure? Yes. I'm going to tell a story about Krishna. Then I'm going to ask questions on the story. I want to see who's paying attention. So, escuche. See, is that right? All right. Okay. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
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 I'm going to pick a story many of you know. This way it'll be easy. All right. Once upon a time, Krishna was a young child. The day was Diwali day. And previous to this, Krishna had been very naughty. Krishna and his brother Balaram had been going in the neighboring homes, stealing butter and yogurt, pinching the babies and making them cry, passing stool and urine in other people's homes. Total nonsense. And the neighbors would come to Mother Yashoda and they would complain. But then they would see Krishna and they would say, it's okay. Because as soon as they saw the face of Krishna, their hearts melted. Actually, they only came to complain because they just wanted to see Krishna. That is Vrindavan. Vrindavan is that place where everybody and everything loves Krishna. They're crazy about Krishna. They don't know Krishna is God. For them, God is Narayan. They worship Narayan in the home. They don't know that Krishna is above Narayan. They don't know this. But they love this Krishna too much. So on Diwali day, Yashoda was thinking, Krishna must not be happy with the butter and yogurt he's getting at home. That's why he's going to the neighbors. So on this day, Yashoda said, I am going to make butter and yogurt and Krishna will like it. Yashoda had special cows of her own because her husband is the head of the cowherd community. So she must have special cows. You have to take care of the wife. Yes. Take care of the wife. That's an instruction for the men. Take care of the wife. Keep her happy. You've heard me give the lecture.
¿No me escucharon dar la clase?
Happy wife means happy life.
Esposa feliz quiere decir vida feliz.
Maybe I didn't give it yet, have I?
Tal vez todavía no le
This
he
trip
dado.
not.
Huh?
In this trip not yet.
But have I given it before?
Yes, before.
The full lecture?
Quite.
All right. Maybe before No, when my wife comes in March. Then she can also give happy husband is happy life.
Esposa venga en marzo.
Balance it out. So Yashoda she had certain special cows that would flavor the milk in a special way.
Es que Yeshua tenía estas vacas especiales que le daban un sabor especial a la leche.
So with that milk, she was making butter and yogurt.
Con esa leche estaba haciendo yogurt y mantequilla.
And while she was churning,
Mientras batía,
she was singing songs.
cantaba canciones.
The songs were all of Krishna's baby pastimes.
Las canciones eran todas acerca de los pasatiempos del bebé de Krishna.
Either she made them herself,
Ella pueden haber sido hechas por ella misma,
or she had some professional person write them into a song for her.
puede haber sido algún profesional que las hizo para ella.
So in the Bhagavatam, Shukadeva Goswami gives the description
Entonces, Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam Goswami en el Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam da la descripción.
how Yashoda is dressed.
Cómo Yeshua está vestida,
She has flowers in the hair,
tiene flores en el cabello,
and she's churning very nicely.
está batiendo muy bien.
Baby Krishna comes.
Viene el bebé Krishna,
She stops her from churning,
ella para de batir
and he indicates he wants to drink the milk from her breast.
y indica que quiere beber la leche de sus senos.
So Yashoda looks at her son.
Entonces Yeshua mira a su hijo,
She stops the churning,
para de batir,
takes the baby on her lap.
toma a Krishna en su regazo,
You all know you cover with the sari,
ahí se cubre con el saco,
and the child is drinking the milk from the breast.
y el bebé está bebiendo de los senos.
Such a beautiful sight.
Una imagen muy bonita.
Even when a human mother is feeding the child, it is a very beautiful, beautiful sight.
Incluso cuando una madre humana está
Very special.
alimentando a su bebé, es una imagen muy bonita. Muy
So, Yashoda is feeding Krishna and she's looking at his face.
que Yeshua está alimentando a Krishna, está viendo su cara.
And she's looking at her child,
Mira a su hijo,
feeling so much love.
sintiendo mucho amor.
Any mother you know, when you're feeding your child, how you love, you look at you feel so happy, right?
Cualquier madre puede saber
I know from my wife with our daughter. So all of a sudden on the oven, Yashoda hears the milk is boiling over.
que de pronto madre Yeshua escucha que la leche está rebalsando.
She had some milk in a pot
Ya tenía una leche en un pote
and it was spilling over.
y se estaba cayendo.
You all know what it's like to clean after the milk is spilled. It's hard work.
Todos saben cómo es limpiarlo allá después que se derramó.
So naturally, she wants to run and take care of the milk boiling over.
Naturalmente ella quiere correr y encargarse de la leche.
So she interrupts Krishna and puts him down
Es que interrumpe a Krishna y lo deja en el piso
to go take care of the overflowing milk.
para cuidar de la leche que se está derramando.
Krishna gets angry.
Krishna se enoja.
He wasn't finished drinking.
No había terminado de tomar
So with false tears in his eyes,
con lágrimas falsas en sus ojos,
he bites his lips.
muerde sus labios,
He takes a rock
toma una piedra
and breaks the butter pot.
y rompe el pote de mantequilla.
The butter spills on the floor.
La mantequilla se derrama sobre el piso.
Krishna steps in it,
Krishna la pisa,
and then he runs.
corre.
And when he's running, what do you think he leaves behind?
Cuando corre,
And what kind of footsteps? The butter smeared footsteps.
está dejando las pisadas con mantequilla.
Meanwhile, Yashoda comes back
Mientras tanto, Krishna, Yeshua vuelve
She sees the crime. She sees the mess. She says, oh, this child is very intelligent. After breaking the pot, he has hidden himself. Where is he hiding? Yashoda takes a stick. Yashoda is very intelligent. She follows the footprints. And when she turns the corner, Krishna is on top of a big wooden grinding thing that you use to grind spices. It's called a mortar. And Krishna is taking, because they would hang the butter and yogurt on the ceiling in big containers. Krishna is taking the butter and yogurt, giving it to the monkeys. In Vrindavan, there are too many monkeys. Too many. And if you're not careful, they'll steal everything from you. Many devotees have lost their japamala because of the monkeys. And they have lost watches, passports. Yes, these monkeys in Vrindavan, they go crazy. And they're very expert. And they're very bold. They come right in your window, right in your room. And then they run. So Krishna was feeding the monkeys. But he was afraid. So he's looking like this, because he knows his mother may come any moment. There's Yashoda with the stick. Krishna goes like, he jumps off the mortar. He starts to run. Now Yashoda has big hips, full breasts. That means she's not going to run very fast. And baby Krishna is running very fast. Yashoda is chasing Krishna. She's getting tired. Finally, she captures him. Krishna is shaking. He has the stick. He's shaking. Tears, false tears, coming down. Krishna is the greatest actor. He doesn't want his... Yashoda has the stick. Krishna has a pearl necklace. So, because he's shaking, the pearl necklace is also shaking. Yashoda has, children, when mother is angry, that's not a very good look. The eyebrows go up. That's a very bad, when the mother is angry, that's it, boy. Yashoda is very angry. Yashoda is also very smart. She thinks, if I'm too harsh in my punishment, it will cause a psychological defect in the child. He will develop some complex. So she says, this stick, not for this offense. Some of you from India, maybe you got the stick once when you were a child. Anybody ever got the stick? You got the stick?
No, I didn't.
Oh, you gave the stick.
No,
You got the stick? Oh, chappal. Shoes. Anyway, it's not nice, right? It hurts, right? Yes. So Yashoda decides, This child is so restless. This child is so naughty. I can't get any work done. Let me tie him up so at least I can do my housework.
Yo decía, no, este chico está demasiado travieso, así que al menos lo voy a amarrar para que me deje hacer mis tareas de hogar.
So she decides to tie him to the grinding mortar.
Así es que decide amarrarlo al mortero.
So she asks the servants, because she's queen of the house.
Así es que le pide a los sirvientes, porque ella es la reina de la casa,
She is the queen of the cowherd community.
la reina de la comunidad de vaqueros,
She has many servants.
tiene muchos sirvientes.
So she calls, bring me some rope.
Así es que ordenó, tráigame algunas cuerdas.
She ties Krishna,
Amarró a Krishna,
and when she's about to make the final knot,
y cuando va a hacer el nudo final,
it's 2 fingers too short.
le faltan 2 dedos.
She calls the servant, Chalo, jaldi, bring me more rope.
Llama a la sirvienta, rápido, tráigame más cuerdas.
She adds more rope.
Y le agrega más cuerdas.
She's about to make the final knot.
Y va a hacer el nudo final,
It's still 2 fingers too short.
y todavía le faltan 2 dedos.
Bring more rope.
Y pide más cuerdas.
So they keep bringing more rope and more rope.
Y le continúan trayendo más cuerdas y más cuerdas.
It's still 2 fingers too short.
Siempre le faltan 2 dedos.
By this time, neighbors are coming.
Y ya para este momento,
They're all smiling.
antes,
They're going like this.
están riendo.
They can see what's going on.
Ven lo que está pasando.
All that rope that was added, if you take the 2 fingers that were supposedly added for each rope, that itself should have been enough to tie up Krishna.
Todo la cuerda que agregaron debería haber alcanzado de más para amarrar esos 2 dedos.
But no matter how much rope, was still 2 fingers too short.
No importa el largo de la cuerda, siempre faltaban 2 dedos.
By this time, Yashoda gives up.
Y en este momento Yashoda se rinde.
She's totally frustrated.
Está totalmente frustrada.
The garland, the flowers in her hair have fallen.
La guirnalda de flores en su cabeza
She's exhausted.
está exhausta.
Krishna looks at her
Krishna la ve
and he smiles
y se sonríe
and he allows himself to be tied up.
y se permite ser atado.
Now Yashoda can get back to her housework.
Ahora Yashoda puede volver a hacer sus labores de hogar.
Even the mother of God has to work.
Incluso la madre de Dios tiene que trabajar.
What to speak of us?
¿Qué decir de nosotros?
So don't think that when you go to the spiritual kingdom
Así que no piense cuando vayan al mundo espiritual
that you're going to be watching TV all day
que van a estar viendo televisión todo el día.
and getting a manicure and a pedicure
Que van a recibir un manicure y un pedicure.
and drinking limca.
Que vean películas.
No, when you go to the kingdom of God, you're going to have more work.
Cuando vayan al reino de Dios van a tener más trabajo.
But that work will be blissful.
Ese trabajo va a ser,
You will enjoy it.
lo van a disfrutar.
So Krishna is tied to the mortar.
Krishna está amarrado al mortero.
Yashoda goes back to her housework.
Krishna vuelve a su trabajo. Krishna
Krishna looks out into the courtyard.
mira al patio
He sees 2 trees.
y ve 2 árboles.
And Krishna thinks,
Krishna piensa,
my mother thinks that now I can't do any nonsense because I'm tied up.
mi mamá ahora piensa que no puedo hacer ninguna travesura porque estoy amarrado.
Now I'm going to do even more nonsense.
Y ahora voy a hacer peor todavía.
Krishna looks at the trees.
Entonces Krishna miró los árboles
Krishna says, I know those 2 trees.
y dijo, yo conozco esos 2 árboles.
Many hundreds of years ago,
Cientos de años atrás,
Narada cursed the 2 sons of Kuvera,
Narada maldijo a los 2 hijos de Kubera,
Nalakuvara and Manigriva,
Nalakuvara y Manigriva,
because they were big nonsense.
porque eran
Rascals. Rascals. So Krishna said that Narada cursed them to become trees, and Narada wants me to deliver them.
que él pensó, Narada los maldijo que se volvieran árboles, él quiere que yo los libere.
Krishna starts to crawl.
comenzó a gatear
and drags the wooden grinding mortar.
y va arrastrando el mortero.
The grinding mortar gets stuck between the two trees,
El mortero se estanca entre los dos árboles.
and Krishna with all his strength,
Krishna con toda su fuerza,
knocks down the trees.
derriba los árboles.
Out from the trees come the two demigod sons of Kuvera.
Estos árboles vienen los dos hijos de Kuvera,
They offer prayers to Krishna.
ofrecen oraciones a Krishna.
Krishna blesses them,
Krishna los
and they return to Kuvera in the heavenly planets.
vuelven donde Kuvera en los planetas celestiales.
And that's just one of many pastimes of Krishna. Everybody chant the Maha Mantra.